everyone, it's Charlton. Want to update you on the Jayme Closs search. And I'm going to do it on the boiler, even though I'm not turning the boiler on for some time. I'm going to try to cut some costs, save some money. And it's kind of chilly, man. It's about 50 degrees in here, but that's all right. So, well, the newest information that seems to be the most interesting is there's 2,000 volunteers being requested. This is on the Facebook page of the Barron County Sheriff's Department. I don't know if he actually put out a press release. I believe he did, but it's on the Facebook page nonetheless, asking for 2,000 volunteers at night. Well, it's already happened at 9 a.m. this morning, Central Time, Barron, Wisconsin time, at 1883 Highway 25, which is where the Hungry Hollow Grounds is. And, you know, I think there's a large facility there. It's the Steam and Gas Engine Club building. And I don't know why they're asking people to be to assemble there. But 2,000 volunteers, that's quite a bit, you know. It was reported over the Daily Mail. The police seem to be pursuing one lead, and that's what this is about. But what that lead is, and I'm not even so sure that that's, you know, I don't know. We don't have any idea why they're being asked there other than to look for evidentiary material. It's the usual information, similar to when they had 100 volunteers meet at 16th and Highway 8. And this, incidentally, this is at Highway 25 and 19th Avenue. Highway 25, though, is 15th Street. So that's just like one block east or one road east of 16th Avenue, the previous search. Okay, and it's just a block up or so from Highway 8, so it's all close to Highway 8. It's a very small community, Barron, Wisconsin. I believe it's 3,400. It's very similar to the Molly Tibbetts sort of situation where you have a very small community. The community's majorly on edge. You have a killer that's on the loose. 2 people have been killed, her mother and her father, you know, and there's not a whole lot of new information, even though I'll quickly run through what's been disclosed at this point. You know, so 2,000 volunteers were asked to meet at this location at 9 a.m. Again, the Hungry Hollow Grounds, a steam and gas engine club. They often have tractor pulls there, flea markets, other shows. There's, I think, an annual show for steam and gas engines that meets every year. I think it's rather large. People from all over the country or the area go there for it. It also was reported that military helicopters, were spotted flying low in the area around Jayme's home. Now, that was at the Daily Mail. I didn't see that anywhere else. Don't know how true that is and why they would be military helicopters assisting in the search. But that definitely caught my attention. There's supposed to be a press conference today at 4 p.m., you know, which would be 5 o'clock, you know, p.m. on the East Coast where I am in Philadelphia. I'm looking forward to that. However, the sheriff of Barron County, Fitzgerald, I think is his last name, has been pretty reluctant to give out new information unless it was absolutely necessary. So, but they have said, the authorities have asked for any person who had recently spent time with the Closs family and knew of any tension between Jayme and her parents to come forward. Anyone who's been with the family recently and knew of any tension between Jayme and her parents, that's what was said over at the Daily Mail. But I also saw, you know, in other places, I think it was on Fox News this morning, that they're asking anybody who's had any kind of disagreement with the family to come forward, or anybody who knew of a disagreement, you know, of somebody else in the family to come forward. You know, obviously I wouldn't think anyone who did have a disagreement with the family would come forward themselves, because then they might be, you know, a suspect. But nevertheless, the authorities are asking for anyone of knowledge of that to come forward, you know. And I just looked up over at Radar Online. They seem to have some of the, you know, newer information, kind of like the Molly Tibbetts case. But you know, whether or not you want to rely on that, that's entirely your decision. But I'm hungry for any information, and they always seem to have you know, some exclusive stuff where they speak to anonymous sources who don't want to be named, but. You know, and we just don't know how true that is. But according to Radar Online yesterday, they were still saying that somebody from the FBI is saying we know 100% that Jayme is still alive. I don't know how they could possibly know that. And that actually is a little bit consistent with what the sheriff was saying, where he said, not exactly in those terms, but was saying, you know, there's 100% expectation that that she will be found alive. So that's what's the newest. Let me just quickly review you know, everything we know so far. Multiple rounds were found inside the residence of, you know, the Closs residence. The father and mother were obviously killed. It was reported in the 911 call log. According to one of the officers that arrived on the scene first, he answered the door wounded initially, and I assume he went down not long after that. They weren't able to get any information out of him apparently. So, but he did answer the front door wounded, and they initially thought it was a suicide. I mean, at this point, they weren't even aware of the mother, who was further into the home in the bathroom, shot dead. And apparently the mother, we all know that the 911 call was placed from her phone. She apparently had barricaded herself in the bathroom, and, you know, but didn't speak to the dispatcher or whoever, you know, on the other end of the 911 call. They heard lots of yelling. Supposedly that is, you know, the yelling at moments before she was killed, somebody breaking into that barricaded bathroom and killing her, you know. So, you know, it was also reported that whoever did this, the perpetrator or perpetrators, you know, I think most people are assuming it's one person that did this, but we don't know, came there specifically with the intention of taking Jayme. And I'm seeing it reported on Fox, you know, on social media, many people think that maybe there's a boyfriend, or that she had befriended some boyfriend without anybody's knowledge online, and that might be who would be behind this. I saw on her Facebook page, I haven't seen it reported anywhere else, you know, and it's still up there. I just checked it before I made this video. It's on a post from, I think, October 7th, 2017. It says missing BF, and I'm assuming BF is boyfriend. She would have been 12 years old at that time, you know, and it's a picture of her and a friend who actually appears to be younger than she is. She's kind of in like a glitzy, glittery dance outfit of some kind. She's only 12 years old, but, you know, it did catch my attention previously, but I haven't heard anybody mention it. So, and obviously it's still up there. No one has access to that, even in these circumstances. I don't know how quickly, you know, the authorities, the FBI are able to gain access to her account. You know, even in situations like this, it takes some time. I don't know. So, you know, I had mentioned in my previous video, and then I'm going to wrap this up, there was the Almena trailer court. Supposedly that had been searched, or was being searched, and I had the wrong location in my video. I had it, you know, I was looking actually at a Barron mobile home park. When I typed in Almena trailer court, it just came up, and I just assumed I see the orange thing that marks it, and I didn't read it closely. So I got those confused. But apparently, according to Radar Online, and then I got to wrap this up, you know, that had been searched as well, but that was in a neighboring town, you know, not you know, just west of Barron. Whether that was significant or not, I don't know, you know. But that was along Highway 8. I just wanted to quickly clarify that. And that's it, man. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.